So I'm using Unreal Engine 5.3 version. So I'll just quickly create a Niagara system with the fountain template. And today we will see how does this life cycle work in emitter update. Okay, so in this video, it's just about life cycle. So basically the first thing in the life cycle is the life cycle mode. It is by default self. You can take the system. When you will take the system, it will go here with this blue stack in the system. It will link with the here, but the settings are same. Nothing is changed. So why this option is there? So basically, if you use here self and you have two particles, this one is red, okay, and then you have duplicate of this. I'll just control C and V. So this is your green. So basically now you have two particle system and you want like this life cycle settings separately for each. So you can use the self. So it will have the settings like if you make the duration 5 or 3. So it is now the red one has a duration 5, but the green one has till 2. So both has different duration. But if you use this system and use this system, now both have the same settings. If you have like 20 or 30 emitters and you want to control the life cycle together, you can use the system settings. So all will be linked with here. Okay, so now in this case we want to check this separately here. So the first option we have cleared. The second option is inactive response. What is this? This is actually what should happen with the emitter when it is inactive. So let's say you have you can use the blueprint also to activate or inactivate it, but let's use a cinematic and this level sequencer. And in here, I'll just drag this emitter into here. So we have this. So basically, it has this timeline, and I want this particle system to deactivate here. So basically, I'll click here on the plus and Niagara component, and then click again. And there is a FX system toggle, and this is activate and deactivate and trigger. So what I'll do, I'll just put a key, and on the next frame, I will deactivate it. So now if I now play, what will happen? And yeah, I'll put one key here to activate it. So when it's deactivating, the particle system stop emitting more particles and just finish. So this is the default setting. It says let the particle finish them. Okay. So the next option is kill. So it will immediately kill all your particles. See, when it's deactivating, it's killing all the particles regardless of their life. The third option is continue the emitter until the system but die until system will. So it will take the settings from here and see what happen. It's just killing. Okay. So now here we have the system settings. You can also use it. So these are the three settings. After that, we have this loop behavior that is infinite. What does it do? So basically particles emitting continuously infinite. So if I just grab this particle here, it will just keep spawning forever. So you want these particles to spawn just for 1 second and then stop. Let me just increase the spawn rate so it will be much more visible. Okay. So now I'll just make this infinite once. And now the loop duration is 5, so it will spawn the particle for 5 seconds and then stop. If I just make it 1, it will spawn the particle for 1 second and then stop. When you do this once, there's a new option here to fix it or infinite. Okay. If you make this infinite, it will work the same because particles start spawning once when they have the duration of the spawning infinite. So it will keep spawning infinitely. Okay. The second option here, the third option is multiple. If you want particle count like many times, so like it spawned just 1 time, you can use 3 times. It will not be visible here. Let's see here. So it just spawned once and then stopped. So if I like make this 5, so it will spawn and stop 5 times. And that's make it like 5 times longer duration. Okay. And if you want to like see it properly, I'll just turn off the spawn rate and take the spawn burst, and it will be nice. See, now it will spawn burst 5 times and then it will stop. Now if I make this here like 3 times, it will do that 3 times and it will stop. So this is how this multiple use. So all 3 clear, this clear. So now loop duration also clear. Basically this is how long the particle should spawn. Then we have the loop delay, and this recalculate the duration of each loop. So what it is, so let's say you have this once and this also fixed and it is once. So particle is spawning at the very first frame here, because you can see that key, that is actually loop delay key. So this is 0, so that's why the key is on 0. If I increase it like 3, you can see particle will spawn at the 3 second. You can see that timeline. So at the 3 second, particle will spawn. Okay, you can just turn this on and off. And there was one option that is gone when we make infinite. It is come here, that is recalculate duration each loop. Okay, so you can take it, and every time it will spawn, it will take the 3 second delay. But if you don't do it, only the first time it will take the 3 second delay and not the every time. But because, yeah, let's make this one. Oh, no, this is not that option. I actually confused. This is the option. This says the delay first loop only. If you just connect it here, only the first delay will be second, then it will spawn continuously. Okay. This is just recalculate the, each loop. It will not affect much here, that visible thing. So it's just, okay. So this is the life cycle. I hope you clear now. And this is very useful when you make things. So that's it.